Abby, I'd like to get the switch map stuff out of the way first, so if you can do that, and then we just go with Manish then.
I started working, I finished the work on the device charts. I added this time period,
Okay,
then made this like fully responsive.
okay, good, nice.
Yeah. Then the history page also, uh, I made it responsive.
Okay,
Uh,
good.
yeah. Then, so in this page, before I was querying all the devices and then filtering it by the host name.
Mhm.
So I changed the schema so that we can get the data by host name.
Okay, good.
Uh, yeah. Then I started working on testing with V-test.
Okay,
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
all right. Yes, I saw that in
So
the chat.
yeah. So only like this page is left, like mainly because we have the configuration part also.
Okay,
So just this is the design. So just this page.
all right. Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right, thank you. This is good to see. Does anybody have any
Thank you.
questions? No? All right, let's go, Manish. I think we said that you'd go next.
Yeah. Hello everyone.
Hi.
So I have finished with I think email and in-app notification, and PR is also ready to merge. But I faced various problem in the testing side, as I had to return many of the unit tests because the core functions were there were no mutations or queries, so I had to write on unit tests. But there is a problem. All the existing let me sorry, all the existing test doesn't have any cleanup function. So like we can see these things needs to be inside the document notes, which is not. And we are creating bunch of data, like we are using the same API email and password every time in every suite cases, instead of having a common function, whether we can call or cache the token, admin token, but we are using it multiple times. So, and like we are using uh, direct drizzler, and all the data are made inside all the test cases. I think those are not cleaned up. So I faced a problem, like when we are executing tests in the parallel, parallelly, like the test defaultly run all the test cases in parallel, not single thread. So there were when I'm running a single test, it's not failing. But when it was running in the CI pipeline, it was failing. So I had to do a workaround. I think take a sorry. So here I did one thing is uh, run test. I made this to single thread only. For now, it won't fail in the CI pipeline, but we have to maybe we have to edit some files in the test so that there won't be any DB leaks. Like we have to clean up, like I have done in my PR also. Let me show you. So like this one, read notification. Yeah, and this one. Like this is a single function, ensure admin auth. So I'm calling it multiple times, and I have the cleanup function right here. Like when I'm deleting, I'm creating something, I'm also deleting those data, so that
Okay.
there won't be any polluted data in the test DB. So I think this thing needs to be followed for every test cases. Upcoming contributor, whoever is writing the test cases, because without it the test DB will be polluted, and that will again start to fall in the CI pipeline if I'll remove the multi-threading and make it again parallel.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so what that means is that we're going to have to create issues for each of these tests to do the cleanup, right?
Yep, maybe.
Right.
We have
Because
to
if not,
create
it's going to
issue.
take if not, it's going to take forever for the test suite to run,
Yep, yep.
and that's not going to be a good thing.
Yes,
Or
and all the tests, just like all the integration test we have written, like it's like we don't have any common function or any helper function. Like we are just using it double, or there is no cleanup or deleting. Like if we are creating a dummy post or dummy organization right here, uh, so we are not deleting it further, or we are adding a dummy user to a organization. We are not deleting that. There is no cleanup function in those things.
okay,
So that's the reason the test DB is getting polluted and the test cases are falling. But in single threaded, it's not falling because it's too much slow. Like it was taking only about 1 minute or 2 minutes to run all the tests. Now it's taking 5 minutes plus or 6 minutes an hour.
okay. Well, if that's the case, we should create. I'd like you to create some issues to do the cleanup, not necessarily right now, but closer to the end, because we're going to need to have
Yep.
this done.
Yep, yep. Definitely. I will maybe create the parent function so that we can create chain according to that one by one files. So it
Right.
will be helpful other
Yeah. So
contributors.
if you could do that, like create the setups and then the teardowns as a separate thing, and then people can just use that, then we should be okay.
Yep, I will create those things. And
Okay.
currently, I will work on the chat system. Like I have been working. I find some problem in the Minio integration as sending files over chat was a problem to us as we have to we were using base 64, but the thing is when we are sending a file like 5 MB or 10 MB over chat, so the base 64 string becomes like 10,000 or 15,000 lines word long. So that
Right.
will actually take a lot of RAM in the Flutter device as well as the web application. So that is never the option. So I'll again create the pre-signed URL method, and I think I have to do a workaround like extracting minio so that we have to host minio like storage dot like taler.io slash storage maybe like that.
Okay.
So I'll do that thing and I'll connect with you for the production also that hosting minio or making a script will be easier for everyone who will host all the VMs.
Okay. All right. So then what I want to make sure that doesn't happen is that people use whatever MinIO instance that the test and dev systems are going to be using for their own work. And then we start finding ourselves with a lot of additional overhead costs. So we have to be careful
Uh,
about that.
yeah, I'm careful about that. The thing is, MinIO team, they like they are not resolving the Docker issue. Like when we're using Docker networks, it's MinIO, and in localhost, it's localhost. Like we cannot use MinIO 8,000 port in the localhost, so they are not resolving this issue. So we have to do a workaround. But this is easy, I think. This will be well documented, and I can make a script that will help also in production environment to host MinIO.
Okay. Okay. All right, thanks. When that comes around, please talk with your mentor and then let's see how we can get this implemented. I really
Uh,
would like to see some
yep.
progress just in general. We really, really need to have a functioning setup and as quickly as possible. And I also wanted to talk about the fact that the test system is failing because of the failing tests, and we don't have an active or running API currently. This is not related to you necessarily, but we need to talk about it later on. Okay, thanks. And does anybody have any questions for Manish? No? All right, let's go. I think Abhishek came on the call right after, and then after that we can talk with other people. Abhishek, please go ahead.
Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
So Continuing on the last part, I was working on adding new IDs. So to enhance out of Polar. So since the last time the CPU and the memory usage was already done, so I continue on that part and I added new IDs such as the inbound and the outbound unicast, just to know the traffic on each interfaces. Like in both of the cases, like for incoming and as well as on the outgoing. Along with, I have added OIDs for errors, like just to count the packets if they have arrived corrupted and they might not be able, like our Polar will not be able to use those. So just in case, if we count if the number is exceeded by too much, we can just report out and we can just know that there would be an issue on the cable or a signal issue. As well as there, I have added for the discard as well. Like if the packets are incoming but they are just discarded without any error, like the packets even without any error they are being discarded. So maybe we can just pre-assume that there might be an congestion on the devices if there are too much packets being come on the devices.
Right.
And like we have already have these are pretty much all are generic. So I don't have to make a separate one for each of the devices that we have. And we already have a good amount of OIDs for FMIB. So I have added along with those. And at the same time, like me and Abhi are working together. She is working on the UI side. And next part, I will be adding on server side, like making GraphQL endpoints so the she can directly fetch out the data and will show on the UI.
Okay, good.
At the same time, like I working on the failing CI. Like previously on the last two PR that I have raised, in those all the tests were failing in the CI. That's obvious because our architecture is completely changed and they are still working in the synchronous manner. So I might have to like configure in a way to work with our architecture. And also have to add new tests like the new OIDs that I have added. I have to add tests for that also. Like also, sir, if more OIDs are like might needed, so like if you think some new OIDs which might needed by the some companies, if you can like suggest me about that.
Let's just leave with what you have so far so that we can get the functionality working. And then later on, we can start thinking about any additional ones. Okay?
Yeah, sir. So like
All right.
pretty much it's all working for now. Like they are working fine.
Okay, good. So then that means you'll be focusing more on the testing and giving Abby data for her front end then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, that's good. All right, I'll send you some. I'll put some information in the chat group later on, and then after that we can see where we go from there. All right, thank you. Any other questions or comments? No? All right, so I think we have Vanshika as well on the line. Not sure.
Yes. Yeah. So I have a good news. Our API is fortunately working now. I had to update the file, but yeah, it's doing the job. So yeah, you all can just check this URL. I've pasted it in the chats and I'm sharing my screen.
Has the PR been merged with this change?
No, actually, there were no such changes needed. So I just updated. Like, see, this is working fine. The thing is, yeah, everything is working fine now. But if you remember, Peter told me to add an and here, but that was also causing the like the API to fail for some reason. I don't understand. But uh, like likewise, what I have done currently, it's not causing any failure at the moment. And yeah, like API is working fine. I've checked it twice, thrice, but yeah, it's working fine.
All right, and the changes that you made were in the setups in the script on the server, or was it in the code base?
No changes on the code base, only on the server.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and that's in the script or the Apache configuration? How did you get it to go to work?
Okay, so I just went inside this this, and I made some updates here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. All right. So okay, good. All right. So then that should help us a lot. That's really good. So
Yes.
I need to move that over to the other server, and I need to
Yeah.
make sure that we have this backed up. Okay. Excellent.
Yes.
All right. So now, but that also means we also need to have the tests for the drizzle migrations in the GitHub actions, right? And I don't think that's done.
Yeah, I have raised PR for it. I
Okay.
have raised quite a few PRs. So yeah, I've raised PR for this Drizzle migration and Postgres thing as well. Let me just check it. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the PR. I have to just fix some edge cases, and then it will be like good to go.
All right.
So yeah, this PR is for the
Okay. So
Postgres check.
all right. But in that case, please work with Noman on this. I want to make sure that we get this going. I don't want to have
Yeah,
that
sure.
API server failing again. It's just not good
I'll
Yes,
for
have a
us.
look once the code rabbit approves it.
Okay.
yes,
Good.
yes, sure.
Thanks,
And
Noman.
another thing is, yeah. And another thing is adding the health check. I've also raised a PR for it. I think this one is for health check. The script you told me to add, I've added it in here in the pull request. So that would help us in checking the health of our API. What we are doing it and what we are doing in the server as well. So that would be good.
Okay. So
And
hold
then
on. This is where I think CodeRabbit was telling you to do something else, right? So please take a look at it.
yeah, sure.
If
Actually,
you scroll
CodeRabbit
down.
was yeah. This one.
Yes, I yes, I
Okay.
think yeah, that change. What
This one and
yeah, because what CodeRabbit is saying, I think it's valid. So we need to
yeah,
make sure. Okay, thank you.
yeah, I'll do this. And then apart from this, these two, like this one PR is merged for updating the post vote, and two PRs are left actually for the front end with the UI of post page. So yeah, that's all I have done till now, and I'll be working on fixing the PRs I have opened.
All right, excellent. Thank
Yeah.
you. This is good to see. Right, does anybody have any questions or comments? No? All right, let's see. I don't think we have anybody else on the call. I think everybody has exams or stuff. Let me just double check. So we've done Abhishek, then Dominic. Nope, I think that's it.